Hi everyone, this is Nikki here. I am the labour manager here at Family Fresh Farms, and behind me you can see the beautiful pack shed. It's not operating. This is a Saturday afternoon. We have finished all our orders. Everything's ready for dispatch tonight and tomorrow morning, and the pack shed has all gone home. And the reason I'm doing it in the pack shed today is just to show you something different, a different part of our business. So behind me we've got all our pack lines. We've got what we call the Spain line, and then the Italy line, and then just down below me we've got the Vanuatu line. They all pack different lines, different SKUs, and different grams of fruit. So some of them are packing 250 gram, some of them are packing 500 gram, and some are packing clamshells, and some of them are doing the Odd Bunch and the Costco. So it's too noisy here to do it when it's in fully operation. So I'm doing it here on a Saturday afternoon. It's nice and quiet, but just a change of scenery for those of you following along at home. So for those of you following along at home, this is episode 6. So I've already done 5 episodes, and don't panic, I'm not going to recap over all of them every single time. But I've covered things from training, culture, leadership, giving feedback, and communication. But today we're going to talk about having fun, and having fun in the workplace, on the beginning at work, at the end of work, and surrounding. So things that we do to create a really good team environment while we're at work and after work. So many of our workers have come from overseas. We've actually got most of our people, we've all come from overseas at some point in time. But many of our workers, they are here for 9 months. They're away from their communities, their family and friends. So we try and create a beautiful community while they're here. So things that we do for fun, they range. So we'll just talk about this first. We start every morning, a little bit of an icebreaker. Every single morning we come in, everyone's ready for work probably 15 minutes before we start. As we get clock on and get paid, so we go into our first morning meeting. And the morning meeting is all about getting people woken up, limbering up, a little bit of stretches, a little bit of exercises to start the morning. It's always on upbeat music, so whatever's the chart topping at the time, something that is pretty current, and we put on really good beats, and anyone who's done something silly, or we bring them to the front and they can lead the morning exercises. And it's such a good one for building confidence and community spirit, because it's there, it's just to make people laugh, it's to get them engaged and to be thinking about the day. And if we send people off to work into the glass houses or into the pack shed and they're smiling and laughing, we've achieved what we want to do. And sometimes the exercises are simple stretches. We have a group of people who will lead it for the day, and we try and rotate around who's leading the morning exercises. Sometimes it's games, it's like up and overs. Sometimes it's a short game of soccer. Sometimes it's a little bit of a jog around the pack shed. Sorry, that's our alcohol machine. That's not someone being caught with it. It just sometimes in the middle of the day it starts to get a little bit hot, and we should be actually turning it off. So apologize for that background noise there. And then we've still got workers coming out of the glass houses at the moment, so you can hear a bit of noise as they're getting the deleafing bins out, and they go and get rinsed before they get used again tomorrow. So the morning meetings, first of all, when people first get asked, they think, oh, people are all watching me. No, everyone's so worried about you watching them. They're not watching you, and it's all about fun. And the confidence we've gained to get people up in the front of the team to do the morning exercises is really something special. And it's been really fun that when people leave here, backpackers have left here and they've gone to other places, they've actually introduced our morning exercises at other workplaces. So it's definitely good for morale. Then what we also do, so sometimes in the wintertime, when it's a bit cold and, the work is not until, it's not 12-hour days, we organize in the afternoon activities like scavenger hunts, where we group people into teams. I make a really fun list. They've got to get photographs as a group holding a chicken, or, we do have some people with chickens in some of the neighboring farms, or they've got to have, with a kitty cat, or and it's really fun. And it's they've got to get onto the little farm boat, and it's all safe. Don't panic. For those of you who are panicking about our work health and safety, it's all about teamwork, working together, and having fun. And obviously there's not a lot of prizes, it's just the bragging rights that your team won, and it's a lot of familiarization. So we're sending people up to the boiler, we're sending them down to the to the dams, we're sending them to the accommodation. So for those of them who are not quite familiar with all the piles of the site, It's a real, and it's run around, it's find a left gumboot, it's finding a right glove, it's finding a clip, and it's finding a whole lot of things that people work with and are familiar with. We also do sometimes where we make an exercise where we have cardboard, we've got a big cardboard bin, we challenge groups to make like a structure out of the cardboard, and it's under time, and it's to see that's what's most robust. We do a bit of tug of wars in the afternoons, we play volleyball. We are very, very lucky because all our accommodation for our palm workers is on site. So we've got 2 great gyms, so sometimes a bit of a competition about the gyms. We sometimes go out to really smart dinners. So we'll go out to a really nice venue for a really smart dinner. Other nights we'll take everyone and show them a real Ocker Aussie pub, and we'll have we call it dinner out. And it's basically a simple dinner out where the company shouts dinner, and it's a pub meal. It's it's a chicken schnitzel or a rump steak or something quite simple, and and it's all with our bus service, which is provided by Central Coast shuttle buses. They take us out to the venues and they bring us back all safely. We've done ice skating. We've also gone to the Hunter Valley to the snow time, and so everyone's learned to ice skate or go in the snow, the man-made snow. We've done events where we've gone to Vivid. We've also done the Hunter Valley Christmas Lights Spectacular. We've played paintball. We've done mini golf. We have gone out and we have done 10-pin bowling, and we also do entertainment night. Now, entertainment night, it's a big internal competition between the lowering team, the clipping team, the Glasshouse 1, Glasshouse 2, the pack house, the management team, the supervisory team, the farm leaders, and we all have to put on a 5-minute show for the rest of the team, and we get dressed up and we practice. And Glasshouse 1, which is my house originally, we are yet to win this prize. The pack house has won it a couple of times. Glasshouse 2 won it last time. So we have to rig it and cheat like hell to make sure Glasshouse 1 wins it. And why do we do all of this? It's to create fun. I remember hearing one time that they say the teams that play together stay together. So I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. We're going to definitely play together so that we stay together. And you see people when they're relaxed. You see people, I remember the first time I heard John W., it was at Vanuatu festivities. He was on the microphone. He's got a wicked sense of humor. He speaks so well. You suddenly see a leader in the making. So he's now a team leader because of that inspiration. You see people when they're relaxed, when they're out, how they deal with people. You might have sat next to someone on the bus that you don't really know, and you get to know them a little bit better. You might be in a scavenger hunt and you realize that someone's super smart and that they really, quick thinking. You see people and their strengths when they are relaxed and they're having fun. And there's nothing better of really learning to know someone who you work beside and you actually see them, oh, that person's always a harvester. Know that person is so much more. They're an excellent 10-pin bowler, or actually they're fabulous at mini golf. And you also find out who's terrible at some of these things, but they're a really good person to be around. So we really put a lot of effort. Yes, sometimes it's rewards for really good performance, but sometimes it's when the team is feeling a little bit flat. They're performing at a really high level, but they're not feeling like they're seen. We then go, okay, tonight's pizza night. We're going to go out to the movies. So we've done lots of those. We've gone to the movies. Everyone gets a big thing of popcorn. You get a big drink and a choc top, which is very Australian. Yes, and try and go on a river cruise or go to the beach, play some football on the beach or some volleyball. And these guys from Vanuatu are mean volleyball players. They're absolutely excellent. So having fun together, and not just, we work really, really hard, and it's a very, very high intensity business growing mini snack cukes. We have to pick them every single day. We operate 365 days of the year. So our work days are 7 days a week. So yes, people work 6 days, they have their day off, but people have rolling 6 days. So, so we try and organize outings. We're just organizing our next outing right now, which is going to be to the Australian Reptile Park, and that's going to go and see the snake, the spiders. We'll see some kangaroos, and we'll see some of the marsupials like the koala bears and the platypus and wombats. So a lot of these guys, it's really exciting to go out, see these big snakes, see these spiders, and obviously see and get a photograph with a kangaroo. So I hope you've learned something about what we do here for fun. Yes, we work really hard, but we really play harder as well. And just trying to make it a really fun environment that everyone sees seen, they're appreciated, and we do have a bit of fun amongst all this hard work. So over and out, and that's episode 6.